What's up, guys? It's KG, and I have a killer lower body and glutes workout for you today. This is a strength session, so you are going to need a set of dumbbells. If you've got a mat and a towel on standby, that'd be great too for when we start to lie on the ground. But hey, this one is action-packed, so I had to bring in my guy, Nike Master Trainer, Ryan Lauderdale, to help bring some action to this party. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get straight into our warm-up and activation. So I want you to take your feet just outside your hips, and it's a soft bend in the knees. We're gonna hinge all the way down and walk our hands out one at a time, stopping when we hit a high plank position, hands underneath those shoulders. From here, I want you to pull the lowest abs in towards you to start to lift the hips high and back into your down dog position. From here, it doesn't matter if your heels don't touch the floor the first time. I want you to think about sending your chest back closer to your thighs. Feel that nice stretch through the back and the release through the back line of the legs. Now, keeping the toes tucked, I want you to roll all the way through into a tuck toe up dog, and then reveal the collarbone, float those thighs just off the floor. And then using those hips and pulling those abs in, we're gonna articulate our spine through a wave-like motion all the way back into that second down dog. Good. From here, I want you to roll back through into your tuck toe up dog, and we're gonna pause. You're gonna start to tap one hip at a time towards the floor, and you'll glance over that opposite shoulder. Almost like you could just do a little sneak peek and check out your butt before we get into that glute activation, you know? Looking for a few upgrades, right, Ryan? Hey?
Yeah.
Good. All right, from here, I want you to use those abs to pull back into that down dog one more time. And then hold here, pause, try to sink those heels a little closer to the floor whilst lifting those hips a little bit higher. Beautiful. Rocking back forward into a high plank position, you'll step your right foot as close as you can outside your right hand. Big reach of that right arm up to the sky. Eye gaze follows that hand, and then drop it back down. We'll step back through your high plank position and switch it out. Now, if your foot doesn't get right up by the hand, don't worry. That's mobility. It takes practice. We're gonna go one more time each side. So if you're struggling, you can just step that foot as close as you can towards that hand. Good. Last time, stepping that left foot forward. Big reach. And we're gonna step back through plank, lifting up nice and high into a down dog to transition into a quick pigeon. So I want you to lift your right foot up off the floor, and then you're gonna drive through, placing the right knee just behind the right wrist. Now staying up nice and high. So just a couple of breaths here, trying to open up those hips. I know my hips are always tragically tight, and hips take work. We should be cleaning them out every day. Good. Push through those hands to lift back up. Plant that foot down. We'll take the left foot up, and then we'll drive that left knee in behind the left wrist, staying up nice and high. Feel that stretch. Woo. It's revealing. Here we go. Push into those hands to lift back. Last down dog here. You can take a quick pedal through the feet, and then you're gonna lower those knees down to the floor. We're gonna get started into our glute activation. All right, guys. This is where we start to have that little booty barbecue. I want you to pop up onto your toes. We're gonna come into a slow squat position. So feet are gonna be just outside your hips, toes angled out. I want you to start sitting down, arms coming forward as you're dropping your weight back into your heels. Push through the heels to drive all the way up. Let's go. You should be moving with us. Good. So really nice time to think about the relationship with where we want to distribute our weight in our squat. So always thinking about pushing into those heels, but that doesn't mean lifting your toes, okay? I want that full foot to stay spread on the ground. Good. Now knees track just so slightly out over towards the pinky toe. So we want to keep all the load in the muscle out of the joints. Now back staying nice, long and flat. If you got a little more range, you can start to drop just below that knee line. Here we go. You got 3. Let's go one more squat. 2 and 1. Beautiful. We're coming back down to a kneeling position now. Hands will sit underneath the shoulders, and I want you to extend your left leg back behind you. That right knee is stacked under the right hip. Now take a micro wrap of those elbows in so you're not dumping through those wrists. Think about opening that collarbone to the floor. Flex long through your left foot. You're gonna start to lift that left leg. It taps back down to the floor. We're here for 20 seconds, okay? So thinking about staying nice and square, that right side staying really still. All of the work in the left glute right now. All that's gonna change for the next exercise is you'll rotate that left foot 45 degrees in 3, 2, and 1. So we rotate the foot, we keep that energy long through the foot, and you should feel the change in that activation more to the side of your glute. Woo. it's cute. Told you we're gonna get a little sizzly in here today. You got 8 seconds left, then we're gonna change it up again. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw that leg in, it's gonna bend, it floats just underneath the hip. Flex through that left foot a lot. You're gonna press up and then draw it back in. Here we go, press and draw it back in. Now what I love about when that knee comes back in is you can actually feel your lower abs start to work too. I want you to keep your spine nice and neutral and that knee is stopping right in line with your other one. So you're not trying to come in and knee yourself in the chest. You've got 2, good, last one. All right, last exercise on this left side. You'll open up to a fire hydrant position, kick back, reach long with the heel, draw back in, close it off. Here we go, 20 seconds. Big push. So you should be trying to reach really long through that left side. Still trying to push evenly through your hands, so don't load up too much just on that left hand. Try and let the right side take some weight too. Here we go, 5 seconds. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, quick shake out of those wrists. We're gonna repeat that on the other side. How are we feeling? Good? Yeah. Glutes working? Hello. All right. Set up, hands underneath those shoulders. Right leg goes long this time. Eye gaze neutral at those fingertips. And we start to lift, straight heel. So think about really reaching energy long through that right leg. Like you were gonna grow a foot taller. Good. Now keeping the left side steady this time, and that makes a big difference. Okay, if you're dropping that hip out to the side, you're not gonna activate that right glute as effectively. We rotate the toes in 2 and 1. 45-degree rotation of that right foot. You should feel it right from the first lift, okay? You wanna feel that change. You gotta dial into your body, and I need you to be present for every second of these workouts. They are short and they are effective, but you have to be part of the work, okay? You have to dial into all of the instructions. You've got 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bend that knee, take it underneath the right hip, flex the foot, drive it up. Draw it in. So you should know the pattern from the first side. Good. Now see if you can feel that work through the lower abs at the same time for a little bonus. Always love surprise abs. Here we go. You've got 7 seconds, team. Then we go into that fire hydrant, into the press. You've got 2 and 1. Open that right knee out to the side. Reach long, lead with the heel, close it back off. Okay, so this is great because we're getting to open that hip up again, but really making sure those glutes are ready to go because our work starts really soon after this. You got 7 seconds. Good. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I want you to push back, tuck those toes, pop yourself up to your feet because we've got 2 last drills in our warm-up and then we're getting into that work. So take your feet nice and wide. This is more movement prep than anything. Now from here, I want you to drop your weight across that right side. Fingertips are gonna come towards the floor. So see how our left leg is nice and straight, weight's completely transferred over to the right. You're gonna stay low and shift over to the left, like you're shifting across a wire. Let's go one more time in each direction. Good. Now, pushing up to come through center, we're gonna practice that from a higher position, okay? So a lateral lunge, and we're driving over. So you're gonna wanna remember this when we get into our working set. One more time each side. There we go. Beautiful. All right, you can step those feet in a little bit closer. Now I want you to take a squat hold position. So feet just outside your hips. You're gonna lower down. We're gonna reverse one leg at a time. So you're gonna lower that right knee back. It might touch the floor. It might float depending on the surface you're on, and then try it on your left. Draw back in, stand all the way up. Let's go again. Squat down, tap, tap, draw in, drive it up. Now your speed is gonna depend on what you can control, okay? But I'm not looking for turbo reps, especially once we start to load this movement pattern. Last one. Woo, should be feeling those glutes already. And push it all the way up. Nice job. All right, Ryan, how are we feeling? We feeling ready?
Feeling good.
You guys at home, you ready? Well, let's get this party started. We have 2 big strength circuits for you today, and we're gonna go through each of them twice, okay? So let's focus on round 1. We've got 4 drills, 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds to rest. So I'm gonna show you the first 2 exercises up front, and then I want you to follow along with me. We're gonna start it with our dumbbell front squat. So I want you to front rack those dumbbells. You're gonna hold nice and close, feet just outside the hips. You'll be dropping your weight back into your squat position, pushing through the heels to drive all the way up. For your second exercise, you're going to keep your dumbbells here. We're going to take it to an alternating lateral lunge, shifting the weight completely sideways, straightening out the other leg, stepping through center, changing side, drawing back through the middle. Now you'll see you've got an option to hold like a goblet squat or in that lateral lunge with Ryan, otherwise you double rack with me. All right, team, let's get this work started. Take those dumbbells nice and high, clean them up to the collarbones, feet are set. We go front squat in 3, 2, and 1. So as you're driving your weight down, we're thinking about those knees still tracking a little out over those toes and really pushing into our heels. From the base of that movement, nice time to use an exhale to power all the way up. Okay, so control your range. It's going to vary for all of us, but you want to try and sink to a range that's challenging, but you're still in control. Elbows stay in nice and tight. Big push. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those dumbbells there if you can. We've got that lateral lunge coming. We'll step out with our right foot first in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's like you're sitting into a squat, okay? So you're shifting your hips back, driving all the weight into that left foot, and then you really have to push out of that outside foot to drive back in. So you're gonna feel some nice inner thigh work, glutes are firing up, and with this front rack position, oh, hello abs, always get a little more ab work there. Love that. Here we go, 6 seconds, team. We've got enough time. 1 more rep each side. Here we go. Use that exhale to help you come up. Gorgeous. All right, little break. We're gonna drop those arms down. We've got a dumbbell curtsy lunge. So back knee's gonna tap towards the floor. Front foot always stays facing forward. Join us. Here we go. So chest is nice and lifted. Think about using those dumbbells by your side to help pull your shoulders down. Okay, spread that collarbone out. Now, it's a soft tap of that knee if you're on a soft surface, or you're just gonna float that knee just off the floor. Same thing, we're thinking about those heels. So that front foot, I really want you to drive into that heel to help you come all the way up. Come on, we've got 3 seconds. Little break in 2 and 1. Woo! Okay, pop those weights down. Take your feet nice and wide into a sumo position. Bend through the knees, hold here, and this is us. You got a sumo squat pulse. So knees staying nice and wide, okay? You're gonna push your weight into your heels. Couple of options with the arms. Hold them here, you can pray. It's not gonna make that time go any faster. You wanna stretch those arms out, make it a little bit harder. Or my favorite, I like to reach my arms up, get my core a little more dialed in. Now think about those knees wrapping out and back so you can really feel the side of those glutes burn. Inner thighs are firing up. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Push up all the way out of there. Shake those legs out. Round 1 in the bag. Let's go. Woo! Turn up season. So round 2, we're gonna add a little more spice for each of those drills. You got another 10 seconds to recover, but I want you to go ahead, soft bend through the knees, use a squat to pick those dumbbells up. Yep, bonus squat. Rack them up back to that front squat position. Feet outside the hips. We're going into that front squat with the alternating reverse lunge that we practiced in your warm-up. Here we go. Drop it down. You're gonna lower and tap 1 knee at a time. Once you've done 1 tap each side, push all the way back up. Lower down, tap. Tap. Now you've got options with your dumbbells. You can keep 2. You can lower back to 1, okay? But no quitting. Come on, we're only here another 12 seconds. Tap, tap. Try keep that soft hinge forward from the hips. Woo! This one's spicy. You got 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells are gonna stay here. Okay, now all we're adding into this lateral lunge, we're gonna lunge sideways, step back through center, add a press. Lunge sideways, press. All right, let's go. In 2 and 1, 30 seconds. Good. So don't forget about that weight transfer. Nice push in center. Okay, it's not a recovery. So make it a nice powerful push. Arms coming straight up. How are those legs going? We're getting a nice straight leg. Okay, so let's see it. There we go. Woo! You guys have got 8 seconds. You're doing great. 2 and 1. Whew, weights down. I feel it. I can hear Ryan breathing. I'm breathing. Curtsy lunge. We're going to add a pulse this round, okay? So pace through it with us. Here we go. We're going to step right foot back in 2 and 1. We step behind, lunge down. 1 pulse. step back through center, change. Lunge down, 1 pulse, step back through center, change. Now, with that pulse, it's tiny, okay? Stay low. Not looking for hydraulics in your legs. I'm looking for just a little pulse. Front foot always facing forward. That back knee crossing behind. Okay, great drill for glutes. Love handle area. It's not even a thing, right, guys? It's a body. Don't call it stuff like that. But you're going to feel that waist work. Let's go one more to even up. Woo. And come out of there. Okay, weights come down. Sumo squat hold, but this time we're changing up those arms. So feet come really wide. We're going to go for opposite ankle reaches. So drop it down with me. Let's go right hand, left ankle. Left hand, right ankle. So take what tempo feels good for you, but I want you to try and hold your depth the whole time. Keep pushing those knees out towards your pinky toe. Oh, I'm screaming. Inner thighs going. Glutes are going. What's happening back there, Ryan? You feeling good?
Feeling it. Let it burn.
Yeah. That's what you came for, people. You got 8 seconds, guys. Stay with me. Recovery's coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Get out of there. Okay, shake it out. Good news. That was your first circuit. Bad news. You got another one. No, that is the good news. So we've got one more circuit. Same thing. 30 seconds each exercise. 10 seconds in between. We go through it twice. So this time, we've got a split squat hold. Couple of options. So watch both Ryan and myself. We're going to show you the first drill. First 30 seconds will be on one side. Second 30 seconds will be on the other. So I'm going to front rack again. My right foot stays forward. Left foot steps back. I'm going to lower into a split squat and I'm going to hold. Okay, it'll be the exact same thing on the other side. Ready? You should be in position now. Okay, let's go. 30 seconds. Now, think about that front knee stacking over the front ankle. Back knee is coming down towards the floor, roughly under that hip. Think about pulling your right hip back a little bit and really stamping your weight down through that front foot. So that right heel's working, okay? Woo. Working that right foot into the floor is gonna help get that right glute really fired up. Guys, you're here 6 seconds, don't break. Don't break, you got 4, nice and tall through your torso, 2, and 1. Oh. Step through center, change. Right? Hello. Okay, step that right foot back behind you, get ready to lower in 2, and 1, 30 seconds. Oh, Lord. These holds can be the worst, right? Patience. Okay, so think about it, okay? Where are we working from? Rotate that left hip back a little bit, push your weight down through that left heel, that right knee just flirting with the floor, okay? Oh my gosh, we can do it, guys. 12 seconds. Don't worry, we are feeling it too. 10, don't leave us hanging. Come on, stay with us. You got 8, 7, 6, breathe. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bad news. We got to front rack those weights again. We've got to narrow to a wide squat. Quick demo. Feet are going to come close together. 1 narrow squat, 1 wide squat. I come back through center to a narrow squat. I go to the other side in my wide squat. 30 seconds, you and us. 3, 2, and 1. So narrow squat, wide squat. Now, maybe your feet can come together. Maybe you need a little more space, okay? So remember with your workouts, you build up to stuff. It doesn't always happen in your first session. You got to shed your ego, right? It's our biggest barrier to entry with fitness. We expect stuff to happen overnight. It's not how it works, right? It'd be so boring if it worked that way. You want to show up every day, see those incremental results, that little bit of progress, and little rest. Dumbbells are coming down. Make sure they're out of your way. You got a lateral shuffle to touch. Eyes here. It's going to be about 3 steps sideways. Outside hand touches down. Take it back over. I've got a pro in the back, so try keep up with him. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Have fun with it, team. This should feel like freedom in your body. Okay, no weights, no excuses. So chest is staying lifted each time as you touch down. There we go. Come on, stay low. So imagine you're getting out of the way, right? It's hard to get out of the way up here. You're so much more dynamic. Look at Ryan, he's busting it. He's going. You got 8 seconds. Come on, make it work for you. Woo! Recovery in 3, 2, 1. Woo! He's motivational right there.
I feel it.
Okay, real talk. We got another round. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Yep, that split squat. It's gonna get a little worse. Okay, so options. Use them. Great time to use them. I'm gonna show you a demo. Okay, again, my right foot starting forward, left foot will step back. My dumbbells are front racked. I'm gonna lower that back knee towards the floor, and I've got to press on that same side. Okay, you ready? We'll get into position then. Okay, 30 seconds on the clock. Drop that back knee down. Here we go. Got that press. Press. So you got to be so stable and concrete through your feet, okay? Lock that body into position so you can hit a nice press. Come on, keep that back knee towards the floor. Really driving that front heel in, working that right glute. You guys have 8 seconds. Come on, stay with us. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, nearly lost it, but not quite. Okay. Get those weights back up. We've got to do the other side and even out. Team, you're crushing this. Right foot steps back this time. Lowering down. You got 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So right side's gonna press. You know, it's in moments like these, instead of being like, oh man, and counting down the time, I choose to be grateful. I'm like, oh, what a blessing. I really feel my glutes. I really feel my abs. I really feel my shoulders. I feel my heart rate, okay? Distract yourself by all the cool things that are happening amongst that crazy burn. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, don't get excited. Those dumbbells aren't dropping just yet. You've got that narrow to wide squat. It's exactly the same as the first round. Okay, weights are up. Here we go. 30 seconds. So take the time to make sure you're getting your feet right, okay? So each time, as you're pacing through narrow to wide squat, you want to get so familiar with this framework, okay? This squat pattern. Keep pushing your body weight back. Chest stays lifted. 7 seconds, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, 10 seconds. Dumbbells come down, safely out of your way. Lateral shuffle to touch. Show us some speed. Show us some athleticism. Okay, you gotta be hungry for this. 30 seconds, here we go. Oh, someone's keeping me on my toes. Let's go. So, if this is too much for you, okay, I want you to stay. You can come back to an alternating touch, okay, if you're feeling really fatigued right now. Otherwise, team, you got 12 seconds, okay? You got a recovery coming up. I guarantee you don't want to stop. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, my guy. Woo! Big breather, because we've got a big finisher. You know, I couldn't bring Ryan into this workout and not give you guys a real show, okay? So this finisher is gonna be super fun and fiery. You should be breathless right now. If you're not breathless, I want you to ask yourself, did you really give it everything in those strength circuits, okay? Because these workouts are short and effective, but you gotta make them effective, okay? So you have to keep pushing yourself every interval. Now, 4 drills, 20 seconds each. They're all in a row. There's gonna be a couple of options. I'm gonna be demoing the advanced option. Ryan's gonna be showing you a modification, okay? So first exercise, you've got plank knee tucks. You'll be in a high plank position to start, and you're gonna drive your knees in towards your chest, floating your hips a little higher. With Ryan, you've got the option to tap those feet down, okay? That will transition straight into a switch climber or a mountain climber if you're modifying. So your switch climber, knee goes to same elbow, other foot goes flying. Body weight stays forward the whole time. Mountain climber, same thing. Body weight forward the whole time. Okay, then you're gonna stand up. You're gonna love this moment. It's speed squats, okay? You've been practicing your squat all session. Drop down, drive up, push through those heels. We're gonna rinse it all out with a high knee sprint. Keyword on sprint. No jogging, no walking, sprinting, okay? Guys, we're gonna go through one round, 80 seconds of work, then we'll talk about it. All right, join us on the floor. You know your options. 20 seconds per drill. It's short, let's make it sassy. Set those hands up. Nice wide handprint into the floor. So you fully assert those hands, step back, and here we go. So you got plank knee tucks or you're gonna tap those toes down, body weight staying forward. Woo! It's a little shoulder burner for you at the same time. 10 seconds, team. Here we go. Come on, you got 3, 2, 1. Straight into your switch climber or your mountain climber. Okay, so you can see my feet with my switch climber, knee to same elbow, other foot goes flying to hip height. Okay, if you're with Ryan, keep moving. You got that mountain climber sprint, body weight forward the whole time. You are up on your feet in 2 and 1. Here we go, speed squats. Down and up. Don't you waste any of those seconds in between. Now you know better than to drop your chest or to let those knees cave in. So even though we're in a finisher, you hold your form right to the finish. All right, high knee sprint in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on. The faster your arms move, the faster those knees are gonna drive up. Let me see my guy. Let me see my guy. You know one of the biggest motivations? Phone a friend. Drag them into your workouts. They might not always love you for it, but they'll be grateful in the end. You got 3, 2, 1. Woo! Don't get excited. There's always more. Okay, that was cute. That was cute. But I think you got a little left. So, I'm not sure who you're saving it for, but why wouldn't you want to share that energy with us? Start to drag yourself down to the floor. Okay, drag, crawl, whatever you do to get there. We're gonna hit that one more time, okay? With confidence. Keyword, confidence. Confidence is the thing that's always gonna give you energy. Set those hands up. I don't mind if you take micro pauses. I mind if you quit early. Okay. Step back, high plank position. You got plank tucks with the tap or without in 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Let's go. So maybe you do a half-half, a bit of a remix, okay? You might try the full plank knee tuck and then you might modify, okay? But I want you to keep your butt down if you're in that modification. You switch to switch climbers or mountain climber and let's go. 20 seconds. Come on, keep working, keep working. We're driving knees right in. Guys, if you are with a friend right now and they need your help, you get down, you commit to it together. Come on, 2 options. Let's go, speed squats in 3, 2, 1, you're up. Woo! Push through the floor. Your energy should be so infectious right now that everyone around you, whether it's your neighbors, if it's people in the gym, it might be your cat, they should be like, what are they doing? Here we go. You got a high knee sprint in 3, 2, 1, bring it home. Last 20 seconds. Come on. Okay, I bet you got a little more speed than that. 10 seconds. Come on, pick it up, pick it up. That's what's up. I see him. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My arms still work for high fives when my legs don't.
Really, I wanted to do a low five right there.
Make those shoulders work, you know? Wow, guys. Bring it down. Super cute in the glutes is how we might summarize that, right? While you let that heart rate cool down, we're gonna take you through some stretches. So rolling down, I want you to cross your right foot just outside your left knee. Open that right knee out to the side. Okay, pop that left foot off the floor. Take your hands around your right knee, draw it up to your right shoulder for a deep piriformis stretch. So to get more from this, you're gonna really push that right foot and left knee into each other. That's gonna help deepen that deep stretch into the glute. And now the hands come around the back of the left thigh, open that right knee out to the side. And we're just gonna keep our head down and rest for today. Good, you're gonna drop that left foot to the floor, straighten that right leg up to the sky. Hands around the back of the calf or the thigh, whatever's appropriate for you. And if you need a soft bend in that leg, that's totally fine. So I want you to think about anchoring that right hip down. Tilt the toes down towards your face so you feel an even deeper stretch into the hamstring and calf. And now we're gonna go for a few ankle circles. So really articulate right around. Good, and reverse. Thank you, ankles. Did a lot for us today. We forget about the little stuff. And drop that foot down. We're gonna change it over. Left foot just outside that right knee. Open that out. Pop the right foot off the floor. Left knee comes in towards that left shoulder. Heart rate should be slowing down. Beads of sweat, happiness on your face. Hands come around the back of the right thigh. Open that left knee out to the side this time. Really stretching and opening into that left hip. You're going to pop that right foot down onto the floor. Left leg extends straight up to the sky. Soft bend in that leg if you need to. Try and tilt those toes down towards your face. And then really plug that left hip back. Now let's go for those ankle circles. We'll take 3 in each direction. Change it up. You're going to use this leg to help you rock and roll all the way up and over so we can come into a nice hip flexor stretch. So maybe you want something soft under your knees depending on what surface you're on. You're going to step that right foot through. Knee is stacked over the ankle, and now squeeze your left glute and thrust forward a little bit so you feel this left hip flexor stretch out. Reach that left arm up and across. So you want to feel that big release through the psoas and the hip flexor. So keep squeezing that left glute like crazy and pushing your right foot into the floor. And we'll change it out for the other side. Left foot steps through. Squeeze that right glute this time. Plug that left foot into the floor. Big reach of the right arm up and across. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Come out of there. And team, you are done. That is it. We can see Ryan was working hard today. We are grateful for his muscles, his energy, his spirit. And we are thankful for you guys putting in that work at home. Hey, you got to keep it up. We'll see you in the next workout.